Is anyone topless? No. Hello friends, we're live. The Crimson Brush, this is Big Deno. You would all know me from my normal Twitch stream, which is what you're looking at now. Hello. I have Andrew with me, Bucks.
G'day everyone.
Australian painter. Just confirm for me that we've got some okay audio and some okay visual at the moment. Awesome. Hello Josh. Feel free to share this stream far and wide, friends.
Get it out there.
We will be live for probably the next hour or two, assuming my internet holds out. And we will show you a few of the models that we have on display behind us, behind me, somewhere. And you can also see our wonderful sponsor, Stonebeard Miniatures, which is here in force. So, interesting times, Bucks.
It is.
Feel free to take your mask off. We're socially distanced, and it is a requirement to talk into this clearly. So
beautiful.
But everyone else, keep wearing your masks. Thanks.
Please.
Bucks, at the moment your head's not in the shot.
Yeah,
mate, so
give me a sec.
I'm
going to go grab a drink of water. And
Great, I'll grab one too. Thanks, mate. Awesome. Friends, it has been an interesting few months to get this event off the ground. We had a lot of uncertainty around whether or not this event, CanCon, would go ahead or if it would be left in the wilderness. Unfortunately, the organisation team and CGS pulled it together. A lot of good COVID-safe practices in place, checking into the building, mask wearing, sanitising stations at entrances and exits.
Staff have been super helpful.
Yeah, everyone's great. So we're really privileged and fortunate to be able to be here this weekend. And the event has run as it would have in many other years under the guise of Crystal Dragon. But this year we've rebranded, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, we've basically been able to proceed as normal. We have a density limit in our in our venue, which is more people than have probably ever been in this room ever. and we also are wearing masks inside, unless you're drinking.
Which we are. Cheers to the chat.
Yes, so look, the plan for this stream today, we're going to have a chin wag to a few painters. Hopefully Cara will be available for a chat. Casey, if you want to have a chat. Yep, they're definitely not going to chat. They're painting, wonderful. Soft options.
They're here for the more productive side of
but you and I will have a chat, Bucks.
We don't mind having a gab.
You don't mind having
I don't mind having a gab. That is very true.
So yeah, let's talk a little bit about Crimson Brush. So we decided, the previous organisers of Crystal Dragon, which was myself and Meg, a few other people, we decided that it was time to try and spread the wings of the Australian scene. Unfortunately, we're very geographically spread, even though we've got a population of 23 million?
26 million now, I
26
think.
million.
26, 27.
Fuck ton of people.
We are geographically challenged.
Our population per square kilometre is just over 2. So that means there is not many people living close by. So we decided to move Crystal Dragon to a later time in the year in a different location. And the advantage of doing that is we get to hopefully access a few more people that may not have been able to attend this event here in Canberra, which, although it's a central location, it's also probably one of the shittest towns in the world.
I was pleasantly surprised, I'll be honest. I've got shining things to say about Canberra, but no, it is a small part of our country, and
it's a bit isolated. It's a very small town. It's one of my favourite memes. There you go, nearly 26 on your bucks. Thanks, the outer circle. I had a very funny Twitter picture pop up on my feed that said haunting pictures of Canberra's streets. This is in the middle of the pandemic, and there's a photo of just empty streets in Canberra, and this guy's posted haunting pictures of Canberra streets. This one's from 2017.
I'll be honest, roaming around the city last night, I was like, there's a hell of a lot of space to just get around here. I feel like I can really stretch out. If I want to do a full sort of windmill approach, I can.
Yeah. No, it's a wonderful place. But yeah, so we decided to split what was Crystal Dragon into a new event later in the year down in Melbourne in Victoria. And we will be continuing with this event here at CanCon in Canberra, and this event we've branded as the Crimson Brush.
Indeed.
So we chose the Crimson Brush because it is a very similar sounding name to other events, and that way we could get a lot of confusion. That people might think our event was really important.
We might be able to trick a few people into
Exactly.
thinking it's the bee's knees.
No, look, actually, the guys who came up with the name, they pitched it to me as, look, this name is reminiscent of the bottle brushes of Australia, the red plant that populates native Australia. And I was like, yeah, I'm into that, and we can use Uluru as our backdrop and our logo. It's going to be fucking great. So if you're ever wondering WTF is going on with this picture, now you know.
You do. We call that one No Context Knowlesy, but you've just given context to the great Knowlesy.
Oh, wonderful. It's wonderful artwork.
Yeah, it was a fine piece of art,
Yeah,
crafted by a true artist.
A true wizard.
Yeah.
True wizard. So look, we're here at this weekend, so our first ever Crimson Brush. My goals for the event are to continue the tradition that was laid out by Crystal Dragon, make it a very inclusive event where we're encouraging people to participate and compete against themselves, as opposed to a cutthroat competition where there's only first, second and third. Here we want to encourage people to enter pieces they're proud of, and we will judge everyone at the same criteria, and if every one piece that you enter gets a gold, hello Necromancer, then you will be receiving a gold for that piece. So when I say
absolutely my favourite form.
Wonderful, thank you. Hello friends, welcome.
Where have we found ourselves?
You are in the painting competition. It's called the Crimson Brush. These are entries behind us.
Nice.
We're live streaming right now, telling everyone how great it is.
What's up?
Feel free to have a look around.
Yeah, have a meander.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
So wonderful people. We are really excited about being here. It's a very, very relaxed format. We have tables set up there where people are socially distanced and painting away, beavering away with some models, some overnight entries.
Lots of great hobby conversations
so on.
going on.
Yeah, and we also have Jim from Stonebeard, as discussed, our major sponsor for the weekend, with a little stand there offering up some cool products. And we do have a convention exclusive that we'll talk about a little bit later on. So we're gonna probably just break for a little bit now. I'm gonna grab a few bits and pieces, some models, and set up a camera for show and tell. So feel free to pop any questions in the chat. We'll get around to it when we get around to it. But yeah, we'll be live for the next hour and a half, and looking forward to chatting to you all and sharing with you the very first Crimson Brush. Good hope. See you soon.
See you soon.
And we're back. Welcome.
We have returned.
We have returned. Short break,
Brief interlude.
brief interlude for me to caffeine myself up. Welcome.
Heavy work.
Indeed. All right, so we're going to, today's schedule, for those who are, did we share this on OzPainters, by the way?
No, I don't think we did. We should.
Someone share this on OzPainters. Who's on there? I saw Josh Underhill on there. Oh, good on you, Ben. Thanks, mate. Josh, you're on there. Benny, share the stream in OzPainters, please, or the post from Crimson Brush. Wonderful. Yes, all right. So look, we've got a little schedule for today. We're just going to do a couple of chats with some painters and show some of the entries that we've got for this weekend. So our plan for tomorrow is we are going to attempt to live stream the judging.
That's exciting.
I think that is a world first.
I love it. World first for judging. That's pretty cool. You get an insight into what the judges are thinking and feeling about each piece.
You'll get the insight into what I am thinking and feeling. I don't know that I am a representative of an actual good judge, but we'll certainly give it our best.
Well, right now you're our only judge.
Correct.
So
Well, yes. At the moment, if Seb doesn't turn up, we are shit out of luck, and everyone gets a gold.
it's Deno Awards. Let's go.
It's already the Deno Awards, mate.
Yeah, that's very true.
No, look. All right. So let's ask you some questions. So for everyone, if you haven't met Andrew, bucks $2 on this chat, on my chat, and only really gotten into display painting in the last six months.
Yeah, August.
Yeah. So what is your motivation for attending an event like this?
I think it's like a sort of threefold: to catch up with people who I've spent some time with online in the painting community, to share and see in the work that's here, and just have a good time, have a bit of a paint, and hang out.
Awesome. What was it that got you into display painting?
Display painting is something I've been aware of as a long time. I've been active, or I've been around the hobby on a larger scale for ages, and display painting is always the thing as a younger guy that took my fancy the most. But I sort of journeyed off into a different direction, and then decided.
Like many of us do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a miniature gamer from a long way back. Played in teams, events overseas for Warhammer, for Guild Ball, for War Machine. Yeah, and I think many of us that get into this hobby come in through that channel.
Yep.
But yeah, what was it that sparked you to move into more display painting after living and breathing that for a while?
Living and breathing that for a while, it was always the part of the hobby that I liked the most. Like really took my eye, and so I after an eventful 20s as a younger guy, decided in my early
Eventful
30s,
20s?
in
I
my
wouldn't know
early
anything
30s,
about
I
that.
would like to maybe to give this a red hot go, and see how far I
Did you
can
say
take it.
early 30s?
Well, I'm 30. Yeah, I started at 33 and a half. That counts, doesn't it? So no, it's been
pushing early 30s.
It's been 18 months since I returned back to painting in general, and then 6 months of display painting. And so, yeah, just really wanted to see how far I could go, and if it's something that I could master. I enjoy the idea of doing your best at something and being the best you can, and this is the medium that I want to do it in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So this event,
Yep.
you've obviously been a little bit involved in the inception of the event, which is fantastic. But what's your motivation for coming to this? It is obviously you want to test yourself,
Yeah.
see where you're at. Is that part of your drive, or is it all just I want to come here and have a wank fest with everyone?
Well, I want to test myself, and I want to use it as a great measuring stick, really, But also, I'd love to be involved in building and growing our community, and I think this is the best way to do it.
Yeah. So for me, the display painting community is one I'm only involved in somewhat superficially with the Australian scene. I don't organise meetups with people or do anything, but I've been involved in this event for the last few years, and one of the things I was really passionate about was actually making sure this event stayed here. And when CanCon was announced to go ahead, and the previous organiser Meg and I were talking about it, we really wanted to make sure that this event got to go ahead. Mm-hmm. And so I'm really glad that we can provide you and other people like yourself who are just experiencing display painting for now a welcoming and fun place to hang out.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well as hopefully do some learning. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get any teachers this year. In previous years we've had some classes, but with COVID and with me being really disorganised, we didn't get anyone.
Well, we did. It was a short period of time to get things off the ground.
It was.
So I think for the time we had, for what we've got here, I'd be pretty happy with it. It's pretty fantastic, and I think it's only going to grow. So.
Yeah, that's the hopes.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on the entries so far? We've got about 90 entries at the moment, so we're hoping for 100 entries, crack the triple figures.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty blown away by our standard here. I think it's really high.
You must have low fucking standards, mate.
Well, unlike you, mate, I haven't had the opportunity to visit, Monte San Savino and scale model, scale model challenge.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair
So I can only judge what my eyes have seen, my friend.
It's interesting. So having been to those events, so Monty had 1,500 entries.
Yep.
And
Modestly.
modest 1,500.
Yeah.
SMC, I believe, cracked 2,000. And here's us just getting pumped with our hundo. So
Yeah.
gives you a bit of perspective on. The
So all
scale.
these wonderful people that have joined us in the chat are actually on the ground level.
Well,
of
there's
something
Stroman's from Germany.
big. Yeah.
And yeah. Hey, Jim and Riri, you will be on stream later on, so get ready for
Be
the interview.
prepared.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
put your makeup
yeah.
on. Yeah.
You don't need any.
You'll need plenty, Jim. You got a head like a drop pie, mate.
He gets both ends of the gamut here, doesn't he? You don't need anything. Put a bag on. Put a bag on, mate.
Jim's a double bagger.
Yeah.
It's a bag for his head and a bag for yours in case his falls off.
Oh, you can see we like to have a bit of fun at Cribs and Brush.
It's a very relaxed
Yeah,
event.
it is indeed.
Yeah, so you think the standard's pretty good?
Yeah, I do. I think so.
What's your favourite piece at the moment? We'll go through them later on. You'll grab them and have a look
There's
at them.
a few. There's a few.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And we'll grab those later.
Yep, we will be doing a little show and tell of some pieces and
Particular crab man that's floating around that I think
Few
is
Bobby
very
Dazzlers.
cool. He's
Few
such
Bobby Dazzlers, have a
he's a
look at.
Bobby D.
awesome. So if you were to give a piece of advice to aspiring entrants, what would that piece of advice be?
Back yourself, have some courage, and come along.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And if you could give aspiring beard growers
Yeah.
some advice
Yeah.
for no particular reason, what would that be?
Do nothing and just let it happen. Yeah.
I cannot grow a beard to save my life.
Can't you?
Believe it or not, I've been.
You've been-
This is a week's growth, mate.
Would you, if you could?
Oh, man,
Would
I'd
you
love to have a
join
beard.
us?
My dad's had a beard his whole life.
Yeah.
He shaved his face once when I was about 12 or something,
Yeah.
and I started crying.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea who it was.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
first
why is
time-
this random man in my house touching my mum?
Well, he was just having a great time, really, wasn't he? No, I did. I made the mistake of doing it. My beard was much longer at one point, and I took it off, and my daughter looked at me and just really wasn't interested, and I said, "No, not until it comes back." So, it's been there ever since. But yeah, no. I mean, to me, I guess I'm fortunate enough to just be able to grow a beard. But Jim, he's a one for cultivating a beard. He believes in the cultivation.
He's got this. He's got this.
He's very much involved in that.
Hello,
side of it.
Mark. Welcome, mate. We missed you this year. Mark's entered pretty much every year, except for this year. We weren't good enough for him this year. No, we are having a wonderful time. Thank you for asking. All right. So, what has been the thing that surprised you most about this event?
Surprised me most about this event. I don't get surprised easy, I'll be honest, mate. But again, I'm just blown away by the level of stuff that people have done. I've not attended very many live painting events, and so just being able to see people's stuff in the flesh, the way you perceive things is not always right. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
when you get to see them in the flesh, you get a really good scope of.
You off, Jared? Come back tomorrow? See you then, buddy.
Mate. You get a really good scope of what people are painting and what people are enjoying. I think that's probably the bit that I was surprised about the most.
How do you feel about the location?
I like the location.
Our little private oasis.
Well,
up
we
here?
definitely have the best room in the venue.
Yep.
After taking a wander around the venue, I would like to just stay here for the rest of the for me.
That is what we do, yes. This is the secret oasis of CanCon.
Yep.
If you've never been to CanCon, it's held in a large convention centre. It's called Epic, the something Exhibition Pacific Park in Canberra or something. Exhibition Park in Canberra, yep.
Do we have an aircon, Bunny? We do. We have a fantastic one. It's keeping us
Yeah,
chilled.
the aircon is actually, we've had to turn it off because it's been so cold for a while.
Yeah.
In previous years, you would walk down into the ball soup of the convention and you would be dripping in sweat. Yeah, and the air was thick enough that you would be having a three-course meal just breathing. But here, this year, the temperature is actually
It's beautiful.
quite pleasant.
It was a pleasant drive up, and it's been pleasant.
I was cold the other night. I'm from Brisbane, so it's usually about 45 degrees there every day, and it was I think 15 degrees the other night. I was freezing. I was under a blanket.
not
I was
used
just
to it.
like, I was a little shivering. So.
Mini Mansa, the other buck, was here just a minute ago. She's
Ah,
popped
jub,
off to
jub.
do some other things.
Jub,
so,
jub. My
She
future wife.
delivered us a care package, and then popped off to do some things around Canberra. So there is 2 of us.
There is.
Soon
indeed.
to be, anyway. She's not a buck quite yet.
All right. Has anyone got any questions for Bucks and his 24 entries?
Yes.
He went for the Trent Dennison approach, which
Yeah.
is if you throw enough shit at the wall, some of it will
Something
stick.
should stick. As I said, I believe that it's like an album's worth. So maybe we've got a hit, maybe we don't. But we've got a little bit of killer and a hell of a lot of filler.
All right,
So
Ben has asked, what is the best piece you brought along?
The-
Topolis asks the same question.
The best piece that I brought along that I believe.
And what are you most fond of?
I like the latest historical stuff I did. The lads, the fellas. I enjoy that. I like Harold. I think Harold is fun. I'm fond of Cormac. Yeah, and I mean, maybe Road Girl.
Cool.
And definitely my Sergio homage is
The old Sergio homage.
that I haven't shown anywhere yet.
Ode to Sergio.
Ode to Sergio. I've got a few odes here, don't I? I've got an ode to Sebastian. I've got an ode to Sergio.
It should be called Diet Sergio.
Diet Sergio. Sergio Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergio
First
Sergio.
impressions of Big Dano in person via stream. Big
Fantastic.
Dano is also interested in hearing about this.
He's big.
Big Dano loves talking about himself in the third person.
He's
too.
big and he's Deno. No, he's fantastic. He's a good bloke.
Applesauce I brought a piece that no one's seen on Instagram yet, actually, and I don't think we'll be able to show it off. I smell like rich
Hey there, how you going?
mahogany. Welcome, friends.
Were you able to have a look at the...
You
The
are
painting
absolutely
competition,
able
it
to.
is here. We are doing a live stream, but feel free, amuse
Yeah.
yourselves.
Yeah, excellent.
Give the stream a wave when you're having a look.
Yeah. Background gang.
The crew.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a few things that I'm happy with. Some miniatures, a little bit from everything. I like some of the historical stuff I brought, some of the more fantasy stuff, and some of the miniature based stuff.
Cool.
And there's some absolute bums in there as well. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
you brought some dog shit.
Yeah. We got to fill.
You brought
we've
some
gotta-
pus buckets in
Yeah,
there.
we got to fill some. We got to fill some numbers here.
Cool. So look, this year I also brought along a few models from my collection from some international painters, which is really cool. I've got a small collection of models from international painters that I've brought along, and everyone being able to look at those and see those in person is really interesting, dynamic.
Absolutely.
What was your pick of those?
My pick of those is probably for some of our closer friends around. Well, wouldn't maybe be expected, but I think Roman Lepart's Wise Woman is absolutely fantastic in the hand. I am very fond of that.
CHK.
CHK would probably be my favourite. Though.
What a specimen he is, Absolute specimen.
He's got a lot of punch in what he does, and it's probably no secret that that's what I enjoy in miniature painting, and it just sort of grabs you by your bits and says, "Hey, how are you?"
It does.
Yeah.
I'm quite partial to something that does that.
Yep. Me too. No, so that, I mean, they're all fantastic in their own right. Natalia Oryx is, and if I butchered your name, I'm terribly
Natalia.
sorry. But the Pixie, I believe, is it?
It is Pixie, yeah.
That's really fantastic.
Denny's asked, how does it look in person versus in the hand?
Pixie? Is that what he's asking?
Probably for most, like just
most?
a broader question. How do the things look versus...
It's they go like this, one way and the other. You know, so yeah, like I said earlier, your perception of things it gets changed instantly when you're able to hold it and look at it. Some are darker, some are lighter, some it's immediately opens your mind to how they've achieved what they've done, which is really cool just by being able to look at it. So yeah.
Let's break. What we're going to do, we're going to break for 5 minutes, and I'm just going to set up the camera so we can show some of the models we're talking about in person on screen. So stand by. We'll be back in 5. Keep throwing those questions at us, great people. We'd love to answer them.
Yeah, the more questions, the better.
Yes.
Please.
Thank you. See you soon.
Did you put that as the screensaver? It's better if I come in, I think, a little bit more and promote it into the screen.
You're seeing the live build of a wonderful Twitch stream here, friends. It's magnificent. Well-oiled machine.
It's just how we do it.
This is how we do it.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Very smooth.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. It's really good. You're welcome. All right. Well, right here we should have my hand so we can show off some models.
Let's do it.
Isn't that fucking magnificent? Jeez, I'm good at this shit.
Is there anything the chat would like to see straight away?
Yeah. If you've got any preferences, let us know. We're happy to show you something. Tell you what, let's kick off with actually something that's really cool. This is a world first. Hello, Mittens. This is a world first. We are going to show you the new release from Sebastian Archer's brand, Veiled Lamp. So this has been released for the first time here. It is available only this weekend. He will be releasing it at some point in the future. It's very, very cool. This piece is called, I actually don't know what it's called. Moonface is what I'm calling it. Moonface. So you're right here, friends. You're about to see Moonface live. How exciting!
Alrighty, let's see how we go.
I'm going to tilt this just a little bit more this way. There we go. Here we go. So this is Moonface live. Let's see if we can get some auto brightness happening. I'll just fix. This is the first time we've put a figure under here, so we just got to tweak this a bit. Yeah, cool. We'll leave autofocus on. That should be fine. Cool. So, friends, this is Sebastian Archer's new figure from Veiled Lamp. So, Seb's an Australian painter that is very, very well known. He's been around for years and years and years.
Achieved a lot.
Won Golden Demon Slayer swords. He's responsible for the Twisted board game, or Twisted miniature game, and his recent focus has been on sculpting, and he decided 2 years ago to bring a sculpted bust to this event for the first time, and so his entry won Best in Show, and we actually have that over there. We'll show that off later. This was our Crimson Brush Best in Show from 2 years ago, and during the pandemic he started releasing some busts available under the Veiled Lamp brand, and this one here is his new one. It's called Moonface or some shit, I don't know.
Is this one the fifth?
This is his fifth bust.
Fifth
Yep.
bust so far, yeah.
So it will be available for other people at some point. Did we just lose a light there?
We
or
just
something?
lost the light, I think.
Which light did we lose, I wonder?
That's a good question. Is the one directly above?
That's fine. I can turn the brightness back up a little bit. Yeah, it still looks okay. We'll just tweak it a smidge. We'll turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, so it's got a fairly, and I think it's a fairly Japanese influenced bust, isn't it? It's kind of like a Ronin or a samurai. I mean, obviously Sebastian do a better job of explaining it, but
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. Right, like he's got a really cool style. It reminds me, if you've been around for a while, it reminds me of the Alan Carrasco's and the Romain Van den Bogart, that sort of style of sculpting. It's all done by hand. Yeah, really love it. So spin that bad boy around, Bucks. Cool.
So it's got a lot of different texture on it, which is really nice. A lot of different elements. I quite like that you can still see the indication of his face behind the mask as well. I like that element. I think that's a cool little spot. The face itself is fantastic on the moon. The hands in particular are really lovely. And
Yeah.
this will be definitely something that I'll be taking back with me.
Yeah, and you can show off some of the other little bits and bobs. So Seb's
absolutely.
piece is very boutique vibe. So I don't think you get this.
But this is what it's been
But
inspired
this is
by.
this is the inspiration of the. It is the same haircut as you, Ben. You're right.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
lovely piece of artwork he's got on display there, and then this is the beautiful packaging that the piece comes in.
Always a highlight is and hotly discussed these days is miniature packaging, isn't it?
Very
Nice
boutique.
packaging. Very boutique. It's got a lovely little crescent moon on the front here. Would be an absolute joy to open this up when we get home and have
I
a
wonder if
crack
he puts smelly stuff in it like Irene does from
from the Spira.
Spira.
Well, I hope so.
Let's
'cause
spray
it'd be
something.
quite-
Let's spray something. I might cut my lunchbox in there.
Okay.
The next person who purchases one of those gets that wonderful aroma to enjoy.
Look, and if that doesn't go down well, I think I've got some Sauvage in the bag or something like that. Johnny Depp's apparently got a good smell, so we'll pop that in there. Smells of Johnny.
Yeah, beautiful. Look, so this weekend, first time that's ever been seen.
Let's-
You've seen it live here on the.
Bring it
Shingle.
back
I
for
didn't
one
even
more
ask Seb if I could do this, so hopefully I'm allowed to do that, friends. But yeah, we'll be fine. I hope.
Yeah.
So if you want Bucks to buy you one, send him a message.
Send me a message.
He'll happily buy you one and bring it back to you if you're
I will.
in Melbourne.
I will indeed.
I think there's only like 7 left though.
It's been popular. Like
Yeah.
it's. I think there'll only be half the initial quantity after at least you and I. So
Yeah,
it's doing really well.
Yeah. Awesome.
Alrighty.
All right. So how about we grab your favourite piece, the one you're most proud of. When you're ready, take your time, friends.
Sure.
We're in no rush. We've got all afternoon to fuck about. Yeah. I'm quite jazzed for that moon face.
Just get this one back over and then we'll have a bit of a look.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, moon face, quite good, quite good.
Do you want that or do you want Persephone to come over?
Oh yeah, bring Persephone, and then you just leave her with me. I'll talk about her,
Yeah, sure.
and then you can grab a couple of other bits and bobs. So yeah, as we talked about before, this was Sebastian's entry that he brought to the event 2 years ago, and this piece is what won Best in Show. He sculpted it and painted it. Yeah, Persephone. Yeah, I can call it Persephone if I want. I have to call it accurately pronounce it. So this was sculpted by him and then painted by him, and he brought it with 2 minutes to go before the event closed. The entries closed. So we're really fortunate to have Seb in Australia and willing to sit down and chat to everyone and show his work. And yeah, but this is one of the models that's available on Veiled Lamp now. So cool. Thanks, Seb, for letting us show off your models. I appreciate it. I hope. Awesome. So
Alrighty.
this is some of Bucks's pieces that you're proud of.
Yeah, let's bring
cool.
some stuff
Which
in.
one- yeah.
Shall we start here? Let's start with this here. It's quite dark. You won't have to.
I will
line it up.
pop that brightness up, mate. Let's do that
Yeah.
now. All right. Feel like we're about right there. Good. All right. Urhak
Urhak. Yeah.
from Black Crow.
Black Crow. Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed painting this one. I think it's the first one. I think I said this on my Instagram as well. It's probably the first one that I felt that I started to understand a little bit more about the nuance of bust painting and how to put things together, different textures. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. I'm not going to be able to provide much critique or context,
Yeah,
friends,
can't
because
say
I'll be
anything.
judging
Yeah.
tomorrow. And FYI, the judging will be done live on this stream.
So you can
Everyone
see
will
him
be
shred
able
it
to listen
live.
to me be very, very critical and analytical and extremely intelligent sounding. Probably. Cool?
Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's move that one on. Let's do this one.
Road Girl,
Road Girl.
Journey Man.
Yeah. So this one was just a bit of a play around with understanding shadowing a little bit more.
Come on. Come on.
Focusing.
Have a look.
Yeah.
Have a look. There she is. Hello.
So, yeah, this is fun. It's got some I guess some technical stuff with painting lenses into the little spot on the top of her head. Yeah, fun auburn hair. I quite like painting orange hair.
Yeah, I like orange hair.
It's,
Orange hair is my favourite colour to paint.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, so
I am dating a redhead, so that might be
yeah,
some
there
bias.
might be some bias. Maybe I knew that and just loaded up. You know, I've been painting a lot of orange hair lately. So.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start painting blonde hair.
Oh, hello.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. Yeah. So yeah, if that's picking up, I don't know how well that's picking
Yeah,
up.
that's
or
good.
whatever,
No, that's
so,
good.
Yeah. So these two are a little bit darker. Let's do a miniature.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So,
Ode to Sergio.
so
Look at this.
So this is yeah, exactly that.
Tell you what, I might do this.
yeah.
I might do this. So I can actually zoom this in. So let's zoom this bad boy in a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. And let's get the focus right. And then we'll turn off autofocus so it just stays at this focus. Come on, Dano. You can do it, buddy. This is live. This is all happening live, friends. So I hope you appreciate
There are no
this.
mistakes on television, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Right, so this was just Sergio's version of this was one of the miniatures, I guess, that really caught my eye.
And you and I have vastly different opinions on that on that paint job.
You're not a big fan of this paint job, but for me, it kind of knocked my socks off.
I thought
loved
it was cracked.
Yeah.
I thought it sucked.
Yeah, so I thought the complete opposite, and actually thought that it was like one of the most unique takes on a 40k miniature in a really long time. So
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted it, and so just from the image, I decided to replicate it and then add a fun base to it myself. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did this over a few days earlier, a couple of weeks back. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's something to be said about when you replicate someone else's work. It gives you a bit of an insight into the way that they maybe do things or the choices that they've made.
Yeah.
And that's a really fun and exciting part of painting miniatures that I enjoy. So
It is. I think that is rubbish.
you would.
No, you don't know this dude, Applesauce. Well, you might know Sergio, but you don't know this guy. He
Yeah.
copied Sergio.
Yes.
Straight up copy.
Yeah. It's
Not this
carbon.
guy. Carbon copy.
And here's another copy,
Zill.
another study, I guess. This one is of Arnau's work on Zill. Zill 02 from Neko.
This one surprised me when I saw it, friends. I was impressed by this.
There we go, we in focus.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch it back to autofocus.
And for our dear friend Topulus, the back is also painted on this one, as you can see.
Yeah, I was very impressed seeing this in real life.
Yeah, this one did catch your eye a little bit. You said. So.
I don't particularly like the model, and I don't know that I would want to ever paint it, but this is an impressive version of this model.
Alrighty. Let's do
Yeah, the boys.
the boys.
Yeah, the boys. This entry is titled "Yeah, the Boys."
And this is going to be a tough one because they kind of sit a little bit offset. So maybe we'll just take them off the plinth because they can just come off, and we'll do them individually. So these two are both from FER. Are they going all right there? Or,
Yeah, that's
and they're just two just two lads, just who like to get around town.
Just get amongst today.
Get around town. They cruise around. They like to hit the local tavern, pay a visit to any other services, and then they just pop off for a bit of skullduggery,
Little Bobby Dazzler.
Little Bobby Dazzler. So there's two of them. That's the first one there. This one's probably the more popular of the two that people paint.
I've painted that.
People like this one and paint it, and this is I guess a bit of true metallics to show that we can do that sort of stuff too.
You can still do that if you want.
If I can still do that if I want. I can probably at this point are still a better true metallic painter than a non-metal metallic painter. I suck at non-metal metallic. But, and then here's his bud.
I don't enjoy this one, and that's the reason I don't enjoy it is just imaginary hand floating in the nowheres.
Yep.
That's what doesn't do it for me.
Well, you know what? It wasn't me who made that choice, so I'm happy with that at least.
Why don't you sculpt the rest of the arm then, mate?
Well, I mean, I could ask you the same question about.
I haven't painted it because I don't want to sculpt the rest of the arm.
Would you like to go back 3 or 4 weeks to an FER range of miniatures that you were doing? Yeah, I think we'll just bounce right on. Why didn't you just sculpt that arm? Yeah, so there's that one, and then finally, so that's the boys.
The boys.
Yeah, chopping it up.
Yeah, carving
it up. Couple of lads, and then lastly we'll put on Harold.
Old Harold.
This one here is probably one of my favourites. Just the colour play on it was really fun. Two colours that I use frequently and probably will drop using in the next year to play around with other colours. But I did do a lot of stuff with turquoises and teals and pinky sort of colours. So.
This one lost the only judging that matters top. My girlfriend adjudged that Frog Jim's piece was better than this. But yeah, there you go. Hello, Derek, and welcome. I'm impressed by this one also. All right. So those are your pieces you're most proud of?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. I want you to go and grab some of your picks of your favourite pieces from other painters.
Sure.
Take your time. We're in no rush. We're here all day. Yeah, and if you drop them, you are fucked.
Yeah.
So don't drop them. A couple of years ago when we had Crystal Dragon last time, we were doing the judging and we decided that we'd have a separate table for all the entries, and then I had to move that table. So we picked up all of the entries on one table and moved it at the one time. It was a very nerve-wracking experience for Big Dano, must say.
I'll just get them to bring it over.
No, fucking bring him yourself. They don't want to be on camera. They're painting.
So we'll start. We'll go.
I do. I'm a wild. Yep. I'm a wild one. Yeah, come on down, mate. Yeah, but the stylistic choices for me, like I don't like human coloured orc skin. That doesn't do it for me. I like the camo. I like the nuances of colour in it. You know, like it's Sergio. The way that he paints is just my jam. But
it's Andrio, mate.
yeah, but I didn't like the colour palette for whatever reason. So top, this weekend we do an overnight challenge which goes for 3 days, so we should really call it an overnight weekend challenge or something. And people can just paint whatever they want. But yeah, the lounge is set up here because, as we talked about earlier, the wide distances between a lot of our painting community means we don't get to spend much time together. So our lounge, if you call it, is just some tables and chairs with people, some painting lamps and some water cups, and they sit down and just paint and chat and have a wonderful time. So it's good. It's a good time to connect. We spend 3 days talking and getting ideas, and you get an opportunity to talk to some of the best painters in Australia, and people like Cara and Josh and Casey, and get an opportunity to absorb their knowledge and experience. Dave's not going to make it this afternoon. Dave will be here tomorrow though. He'll be assisting with our photography tomorrow. So if you've not seen this, our every entry that has been submitted, we will be taking a photograph of and uploading it to our Facebook page, which is the Crimson Brush, and we'll have all pieces up there. Hopefully Sunday night. That depends how invested I am in getting that up Sunday night and not playing board games. I make no promises at this stage, friends. So, I don't think they'll be bothered. 2 more? Yeah, cool. So this is Bucks's favourite pieces from the event. Oh, thank you, Bunny. Little bunny rabbit. Oh yeah, so Bucks has grabbed his favourite pieces and he hasn't dropped any yet, so we'll give him a red hot pat on the back.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, good. Cool. That's it.
There's a couple more, but I think we'll leave it for when photos and things come out. You know?
Sweet. I've got a few that I'm excited to paint. To play. Yeah, we've been playing Eclipse. Eclipse is a magnificent game.
Start with this one. 'cause
All right.
It's a little bit different. You know, or
So this is a piece by a painter called Christopher Sang. He's a very lovely man. And this piece is called Nice Shot. Someone. I can't remember.
and it looks like an MAK giving a fellow soldier a pat on the back.
Yeah, I like it.
I quite like it. Tells a cool little story, and it's just a different range of miniatures that we're used to seeing at times. You know, we see a lot of similar stuff. So
Yeah. Again, I'll try not to provide too much critique. Hello, mate. Welcome. Painting competition.
Oh.
Yeah, all of our models on display. We're currently live streaming and talking about some of the models that have been entered. Welcome.
I quite like that.
I am not going to provide
No.
too much commentary,
No.
but I will be giving a lot of commentary tomorrow.
Yeah. Put your mask up and then no one will know.
No one will know.
All right.
I'll blame it on Seb.
let's,
This piece is shit.
let's jump on this one.
Yep, so this is from Jared.
Yeah. I think that this has got fantastic atmosphere. I really like the base, the bamboo. I like the model that's on it.
So I will make a couple little comments without hopefully giving the game away. But there's a really nice warm ambience coming from this side. If you look at the leaves and the bamboo sticks and the orange fabric, there's a really nice ambience coming across.
Yeah.
And then you turn it the other way and you get that colder, vibe. So I think that's a really well executed atmosphere.
And he's
on that paint job.
chosen the right colour to do it with the greens as well, I think.
Yeah, he's got warm yellow oranges and then greens, and it's
the cold greens on this side,
Yeah.
the blue greens, so nice.
So that's a nicely
And there's some nice little
executed
technical
piece.
elements as well with the beads and things like that as well. I mean, everyone carries a strap of beads.
Yeah, I
around
mean you
them.
got some on your hand right now, haven't you?
I do. So let's have a bit of a.
So that one's from Jared Clifford.
We might just run it because it's a bit of a bigger one. We might just run it, just another one from Jared as well, for the Warhammer fans in the channel.
So this is a diorama of what are those flesh
They're
tearers?
flesh tearers,
Flesh
yeah. and
tearers
they're just
facing off
having a
against some nids.
Jolly good old time
Yeah.
carving up some nids.
So I tell you one thing I like about this, right?
Yeah.
I like how he's just chopped the Tyranids in half.
Yep.
Because normally you would default to putting the whole model on there.
You would, yeah.
But this has got a really tight composition as a result. And I believe it's based on a piece of artwork.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so. Yeah.
But yeah, the composition, because of chopping those ends of the models off, is really, really cool.
And there's some nice dynamic elements. The front flesh terror here just having a swing.
Just giving the old chain sort of
Yeah.
Bobby Dazzle up there.
Yeah, he's going to probably lose a mandible here and then subsequently bite this guy in half. So, I like the backdrop. I mean, we're seeing this appear in miniature painting more and more now. The painted backdrops. We got some backdrop specialists in the chat there. I believe Benny's rocked a
Yeah,
few.
the tree painter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Number one backdrop painter in
Yeah,
Australia, I
yeah,
heard.
absolute savage. So
Savage Garden greatest hits right there.
I'll fly you to the moon and back if you'll be my baby. You know.
That's you, Benny. Benny baby.
Yeah.
Would have won gold. Yeah, no, look, that's an interesting desaturated palette.
Yeah, it is. So that's a nice one. Too.
Another one from Jared. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I have that in writing, please?
What? That it's a nice desaturated palette.
Or that Savage Garden is fantastic.
Interesting desaturated.
I shan't be doing it.
I love this one.
Do you?
I do. This is from Casey, and he's just a lovely little.
He's just a little guy
He's
with
just a
boogly
little
eyes
guy with boogly eyes,
carrying a frog.
and I think Benny in chat would be like, "Yep, this is absolutely up Andy's alley.
Boogly-eyed
Yeah.
frog
Yeah.
carrying goblin.
Also, Casey, my this is what my partner Yana, my future wife Yana, I should say.
That is a very good
absolutely
bunny showing off Lando.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. Absolutely love this as well. She thought it was super fun. So
Well, it's going home with you.
it is. So he's a cute little fella.
The sculptor is Aaron Ruse.
Aaron Ruse is the sculptor for this. So
Hello, friends. You'll be joining me on camera after you finish eating.
yeah. So there we go. I think we'll stick with Casey and we'll go into, I believe, this one here.
Yep, this is another Casey piece. Yes.
There we go.
What's this guy?
What's the big orange guy, Casey?
Some alien with ears. What?
Breedland by Paul Brown.
We'll just call him big old alien head.
Yeah, Grebes. That Grebes.
Yeah, big old alien head Grebes.
Yeah. So
What did you like about this?
I like the colour play. I like purple and orange. I'm seeing it a bit here at this event. It's not two colours that I mess with too much. So I was saying earlier to some friends that I get drawn to things that I don't use myself a lot, as you can imagine. So it just caught my eye and I really liked it. Yeah. I like the patterning. It's a cool little chap.
Awesome.
All right.
And this one?
Kong.
Kong. A wonderful Spira Mirabilis sculpt from Lucas Pinapeniche,
Yeah.
packaged by Irene Rapid and Apollo. I love Spanish
That was,
names.
some nice promo work.
They're
there,
wonderful.
mate.
They're wonderful people.
I really enjoy this one. Yeah, I love the colour scheme.
I met Lucas when I was
okay.
at Monty.
Yeah, I know you did.
I've never been tongue-tied in my life except for that one
Well,
moment.
I did come up that door today, and
I
I saw a little bit of tide on that tongue.
There was no time.
There definitely was. 100%.
I went up to him and I was like, "Oh, hi Lucas. My name's Trent. I'm from Australia. Just wanted to say I'm such a big fan of your work." And he's like, "Oh, Trent. My English is not very good, but thank you." And I was like, Lucas is talking to me, and I just didn't know what to do. And I was like, "Okay, bye."
That was the year. That he.
That's what happened.
That's
True
the year
story.
he won Best in Show.
He won Best in Show that year. Yes.
with 5 sculpted.
5 basic sculpted, not even painted
Yeah.
pieces.
Phenomenal stuff.
Please do.
No, but I really like this kind. I like the colour palette. I
This
like
is also
again.
Casey's.
Yeah, this is Casey as well.
And it's on a putty and paint, I believe.
Yep, I think it's just got a nice shift from.
You
the
got to
reds
tilt down more, mate. You got
Yeah.
to tilt it down like that so
That?
people can see. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
there
Yep.
we go.
Beautiful. Textbook tilting.
Textbook tilting. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm not allowed to say that, but I do.
And then the last one, I believe, from Casey. This one kind of just punches you in the face when it's on the table.
Oh yeah, it's got pop.
It does. It's just sort of like, how you going? Bam.
Yeah. How you like me now?
Yeah.
How you like me now?
So this one's super cool. Really enjoyed it.
Not much to say about that one, but it's just a nice piece.
Yeah. Good colour choices. Cool face. Lit
Yeah,
up.
it's nice secondary colour palette.
Yeah.
Oranges, browns, greens.
Boom.
On your case.
Alrighty. This one's a heavy one, so we're gonna have to.
Oh, yep. Be careful with this bad boy. This
We're
Bobby.
gonna have to be very careful with this bad boy. So for all of the Star Wars fans out there, we're gonna have to sort of do this in a bit because it's quite tall. I'm just gonna hold it by here as well.
Wise. If you
Boba
break
Fett.
it, you bought it.
Yep, it's a Boba Fett done by Mark Solly, and this one's really interesting. So Mark actually cast and created all the concrete himself, if I remember correctly. So really cool element to the basing, and actually like the cracks were not initially planned, if I remember correctly, and pulled it out and saw the cracks and just went, I think I can run with this real well, and I really like that element to it. So quite like this piece. And Boba's pretty hot right now. You wouldn't know this because
I don't give two shits about Boba.
you're not really a Star Wars.
Is there a
guy.
book about him or something?
There is. Yeah. There's a script.
Don't care.
Yeah. So, yeah, quite enjoy this. And then for the bottom of the
How is he
base.
so popular, right? The guy was in a movie for about 3 minutes when they're like, go hunt down fucking Han Solo, and then he drops off Han Solo and then he falls into a pit. The guy's useless.
Rule
Like,
of cool, mate. He just looks
he's
cool.
not cool. He's got a helmet, mate.
He looks
if,
cool.
If he's cool, then stormtroopers are cool.
They are cool.
Fucking
Don't you like
hero.
Stormtroopers
Cracking
either?
jokes. cracking jokes.
So
Mate.
you just like I'm going to put this
You
one
put that
straight
one back.
on the
Yeah,
table.
wonderful. Good plan. Yeah, whatever, mate. Boba Fett. I got nothing. He's just a bloke.
So Boba Fett or Boba Niet for you?
Yeah, but this is Boba Niet.
Alrighty, and let's finish off with some stuff from Kara.
Kara.
So this is on Kara's Putty and Paint.
Yes.
So you might have all seen it there, if you're astute and follow these sorts of things. So a Ballosaurus. This one hits home, doesn't it? You would be quite. I mean, if I was to make an assumption, there is some keen Australian iconography on this.
There is. There's a Victoria bitter there.
There is.
Stop sign, which I
There's
like.
some that looks to be very close to an Australian cricket uniform from the early 1990s. It would be the Australia A team actually wore that uniform. I'm not sure if it is or not,
Probably
but it was
not. I should have probably just picked those
yeah,
colours.
quite reminiscent of those colours. Some really nice elements. The witch's hat, we're all fond of them. We've probably all worn a witch's hat on our head like a larrikin at some point.
I absolutely have.
Yeah, I absolutely have as well.
So look, let me just say this. So Kara's painted a lot of models, and she and I have about as opposite end of aesthetic taste as you can possibly have. We're about as far on that scale away as you can be. But just because I don't paint like her doesn't mean I don't appreciate the type of work that she can do. And I think this is easily one of the coolest pieces she's ever done.
It's outstanding.
The level of detail on every element is what really impresses me. That you look at the back of that stop sign, look at the mottling of the thing and the
The
pattern.
rust.
Yeah, the rust. I mean, that's a level of detail that I don't normally take in my models, and that's on the back of a fucking stop sign.
That is.
So there's
Yeah.
a level of care and attention to detail on this piece that it's probably not immediately evident from a photo of it.
Yeah.
But when you get to see it in your hand and turn it around and appreciate it, it's a really
Cara and I had a chat about this when it came in. It was one of the first things I wanted to have a look at. And she said to me, she thought more people would be firing up about the altering of a Lucas penis sculpt. But I think when you do a job as good as this one, you just get taken back by how beautiful it is, and that's not a thing. So definitely not for me. So.
Cool. Well done. Good selection.
Now this one's a good one. I really like the colour palette of this one. It's another Persephone, as you said earlier.
Yes, one Persephone coming up. Bring.
I really enjoy it. I really like the colours. I like the play. I like the tone. It's very cool. Yeah, really enjoy it. Cool as in cool colours, by the way.
Oh, badum, working beautifully.
Well, I feel like I'm not giving much. I'm just like, this is awesome, and this one's awesome.
That's a real
and
elevator
you know what?
joke right
and
there,
you know
mate.
what?
Works on many levels.
This one, it's awesome too. But I like the cool palette.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I love how you're not listening to me about tilting it down.
No.
You know why? It's because you're looking at it. You're like, this
Yeah,
is cool.
yeah.
I
Well,
wanna
that's
look at
true.
this. Yeah.
I'm better
You
when
forget about the camera.
When I look at if I look at the camera, there we go. That's better. Sorry, chat. To be honest, not sorry, because I'm here at Crimson Brush enjoying it, and you're not. So wrecked.
Yeah, suck it, Trebek.
Yeah. So I quite like this one as well. This one is quite a lot more colourful in the hand, I think, than it's coming up on camera. So, well, I think so.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
Yeah, we all have different eyes in our heads. This dude's just fun. This is just a fun dude. I like his jacket.
You like his jacket?
Yeah, I like his jacket. I would wear this jacket. I'd actually encourage you to wear this jacket, considering the pink salmon shirt isn't working.
I'd wear that. The salmon shirt.
Yeah.
Love the pink salmon shirt. There was a guy I rocked up before in a salmon shirt, and I said, mate, I appreciate your taste in shirts. You're a good-looking rooster.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like I was a bit weird.
He did. But he took it. He sort of said,
His shoulders pulled back a bit and he started strutting.
And then you told his friend that was with him, if she touches any models, you'll break her other arm, because she had a broken arm. And she laughed that off too.
She did, yeah. But I was serious about it.
But he was serious. He was very serious. We take miniature painting very seriously.
Oh, I do,
in
yeah.
these neck of the woods. So yeah, I quite like this one. I like the modelling and the pattern on the skin. I like
This is a very traditional Kara colour palette. Blue and orange. Oh, g'day. Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I got caught slipping again just looking at it. So there
It
we go.
reversed as well. It was blue and then a little bit of orange and then flipped.
A lot of people find blue as a bit of a bogey colour as well. You know that? You
Oh.
don't. You live for it, right?
I live for every
Yeah,
colour, mate.
yeah, that's
Just
true.
if the more colours I can inject into my life, the better.
Yeah, that's
Why I love acid.
Speaking of acid, we're both on it. No. Yeah, so I quite enjoy that. And then lastly, and this has only been about 10 or 15 entries total that we've shown. So there's plenty more, but this chap here,
Harvey Crabman.
Harvey Crabman.
Ah, Megsy's given us a raid.
Yeah.
G'day, Meg.
Harvey Crabman. He's a great guy.
Chips Lee Infin I8I. G'day, mate. Welcome. Hi, Megsy. We're here at live at Crimson Brush.
We are.
We're doing some chin wags about some of the models that are on display. This is myself and Andrew $2 Buckley.
Bucla.
Buchla. Oui, oui.
Bonsoir. Yeah. Yeah. What's not to say about it? It's just super cool, isn't it?
And it is a crab by Cara.
Yeah.
So, Cara, have you got a moment to come and talk about this blue? You don't have to come on screen if you don't want to, but just come and talk into the microphone about what the fuck is the go with this blue? Like, I don't even understand it.
Yeah.
Would you like to pull up a chair beside us?
Please do.
Grab a chair, pull it up beside us.
I'll
Yeah, I got my smiley face mask on.
Wonderful.
I'll go into here.
You
and
just
I'll stay
sit
on-
behind
yeah.
us. This is
I'll
Cara,
get off
everyone.
camera.
Say hi. Wonderful.
Is
So,
that-
I don't understand. It's blue, right? Why does it cost fucking $7,000 a gram?
It does not, it's $2.50.
But what's different about it? Can you explain to me why this is special, this blue?
It's not in production.
Mark Chi says hello.
Hello. Yeah, it's not in production. Golden did a special order and I jumped on it because I've been waiting about 4 years.
When,
at
when
this
you say
point.
it's not in production, what do you mean? Like, you can't get this pigment?
You can't go to the shops and buy it at all.
So how did they make it? How did they find it?
It was a laboratory accident.
Really?
Yeah. And because of how they mix it, because it's yttrium, Indonese, and something else.
The pressure on holding this model is just going up and up and up right now. Chat.
We can't move the mic close. We'll move it a little bit closer to Cara. There you go. It's a little bit closer.
Yeah, so because they can alter the mixture of the chemicals, they can actually make a range from yellow to blue. So there'll be a lot of different yin min colours eventually.
So how does it differ from like a normal blue? Like just ultramarine
For-
blue
for
from
us-
Games
for us
Workshop.
peons right here.
For old mate over here that just grabs the latest Vallejo bottle off
Yeah.
the shelf and go, here we go, rock and roll.
Yeah.
How is it different? And
Other
you've
than
experienced it.
Yeah, other than it being like the first inorganic blue to be invented in the last 200 years.
Which is no small feat.
Yeah,
Pressure rising.
yeah, it actually doesn't handle in a way that you'd probably enjoy.
Right.
It's thick, not particularly pigmented,
Sounds like me so
non-tinting.
far.
so you can't tint any colours underneath it. So
Yeah.
a lot of that was.
What do you mean you can't? Can you mix it with other colours, or does it just go to shit?
No, you can mix it with other colours. It's just like the Pathalio blue. If you thin it down, it's transparent. You can layer it over something, and it tints it heavily.
Yeah.
With this, it won't happen.
That won't happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's an opaque, non-tinting blue.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fascinated by this because I have no fucking idea how this works. Like I
It's
go to a
definitely not our
shoppo,
wheelhouse.
I go to the shoppo
Yeah.
and I go, I would
Done.
like this paint, please,
Yeah.
and they give me the paint and I go home and I put it on my palette and I paint with it. You understand like how they make the paints and what fucking this pigment is? It just does my head in.
Yeah, because I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Inorganic,
And its application.
not
How's that?
inorgasmic.
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying like it's
Yeah.
an opaque, non-tinting blue
Yeah.
because you can't.
Yeah.
And
It's not for everyone.
is this the
Definitely
only
say
model
that.
you've painted with this blue, or have you used it on other pieces?
No, I've used it on other pieces.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
using it on
Any
a piece
here?
at the moment. Um, My white werewolf tablet's already got it.
She's yeah. Oh, so that's in the shadows down here.
Yeah.
Cool. It's just the witch's hut squig in the shadows.
I think this one had some as well.
the return of Persephone.
Yeah, she
Persephone?
had some.
Wee Persephones. So let's assume that this colour here, this teal colour, is blue-green from Vallejo.
Yeah.
And this is Yin Min Blue. Is that what it's called? Yin Min Blue?
Yeah, it's yin min blue.
If it's Yin Min Blue alongside that, how do the two differ when you're painting with them?
It's the same as any paint, just changes, like, you're not going to go, this Vallejo feels exactly the same as this one.
You heard it here first, friends. Trent Dennison, terrible at questions about colours that he doesn't understand. Unbelievable.
Surprise,
Let's slap you with some questions that even we couldn't answer at our best attempts. So,
Yeah, no, I enjoy using the tube colours, but every single one is slightly different,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
and I guess the thing is you can see it, like you can tell. You know what I mean?
Well,
When you look at it,
so I'm looking at it
yeah.
from about 2 metres away, and the blue pops.
Yeah.
Like, it really is intense.
Because that
and
entire piece is made to utilise that blue.
Yeah.
It's a showcase of that blue and
Yeah.
my journey in discovering
experience.
how to use that blue.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey. Have there been some misses along the way, or
Yeah, do you have any fuck-ups? Any big wild swings that just went nowhere?
Yeah, but they're a couple in paint now, so you can't see.
a couple of runbacks? Awesome.
I mean, this one was originally sprayed silver. Didn't
Really?
keep that.
Yeah.
There you go. This is a dragon.
We do like to, yeah. It is a bit of a part of painting, isn't it? Not so much for you, but
What do you
sort
mean?
of just slap and go. You
Yeah,
go.
so I fuck stuff up all the time, but then I don't think of it as a fuck up because I just do something
Yeah,
different. I just
yeah,
paint over it and
yeah,
fix it.
yeah.
It is line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful. Thank you for your insight into Yin Min Blue and your painting of Harvey Crabman. And I appreciate you coming on camera. Wave goodbye to all of your friends. Goodbye.
Hello.
Meg says hello.
Hey, Meg. I even got a smile.
Wonderful. So that's
Min
your
Blue.
that's your picks of your favourite pieces, Andrew.
Yeah, some of them. There's some more. There's absolutely some more. So I'll come back onto camera now. I might just put these ones back.
Okay,
first
put
and
them
then
back, mate.
return.
Then we'll get back on. Then we'll get back onto chin wags. Chin wags galore. Andy did pick a lot of blue pieces that he liked.
I did. No, it's not a colour that I paint very often at all.
Interesting. Meg, so hello, All Might Telefor 1. Megsy, we've got 91 entries at the moment, so I'm pretty pleased with the number of entries. I haven't checked how many individuals, but I think it's probably about 15 at the moment, and we've got a few more people scheduled to come down tomorrow. So yeah, if we're lucky, we may crack the 3 digits, which would be glorious. The convention's vastly different. I talked about this at the start. There's a lot of processes in place and check-ins and all sorts of things, but the event still feels really cool. Lots of people walking around and pumped up to be here. So I'm really proud that we got the event off the ground and managed to attend and get to see everyone and sit down and have a paint. But appreciating that everyone has different tolerances for what they're willing to accept. It's good that we can also stream and share a little bit of the event with everyone who's at home. Hopefully we'll be able to stream tomorrow's judging with myself and Sebastian. We're going to have this same setup where once we've made our first initial cut of pieces, we will then probably discuss each piece one by one. Dave's driving today. I believe he's not far off landing, but I don't think he's going to get here today. So, pretty cool. So we'll have photos of all the models up and available on our Facebook page in the next week or 2 or 5. I'll probably have it on Sunday night actually. But cool. All right.
Alrighty.
So we're gonna break for a few moments, and then we are gonna have a chinwag with. Chinwag is Aussie slang for a chat with
Gas bag.
with Jim and Riri of Stonebeard Miniatures, our major sponsor for this event. So pop your questions in the chat if you have any specific models. Actually, tell you what, let's go grab a couple of those models that you like from over there.
We shall.
Yeah, let's do that real
We'll
quick.
get some
now.
internationals.
Yeah, some internationals. I brought some of my international collection down with me. And you can just have a little bow peep at some of these now. Oh, look, bring it over. We maybe just go a quick spray of that one. I don't think I'm allowed to show it that much, but we might show a little bit of it. Good work. Glad you didn't knock over my table of things there. All right, I'll start this one off. So I brought a couple of models from my collection. So this one is from a miniature painter by the name of Tony Garcia, better known as CHK Studio. So he's a wonderful human being. I met him a few years ago and didn't realise that I'd met him. And this piece, he finished painting it not long ago. CHK Studio on Instagram. Huge fan. Absolute jet. And jet of a human being too. So I'm going to get Bucks' thoughts on that. You don't have to bring them all over. Come on, man.
There's like 7.
All right, fair enough.
We've got time, don't we?
Yeah, we've got fucking nothing but time,
They
baby.
want to see miniatures.
Ain't got
Let's give
nothing-
him the miniatures.
Ain't got nothing but time, baby. What do you feel about CHK, mate? I want you to share your feelings about CHK when you get back.
Well, so it was not maybe four weeks ago, just before this arrived actually, I believe. We raided CHK.
We did.
We went in and
And you had no idea who he was.
And I had no idea who he was. He wasn't on my radar as such, but I knew that you were getting something from CHK. There'd been chats in stream and all sorts of things. And so we popped on over to CHK and he was just whipping up a casual banger.
Just an absolute rock star.
He was doing Lynn,
Yeah.
right? And he was just so excited for us to be there.
Yeah, and he's such a kind,
Yeah,
such
and
a kind
he just
man.
had some wonderful things to say. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to, when our international friends can be a part of it together, and we can get to Monty's and Scale Model Challenge and all those sorts of things, and just have a good time and share a drink together.
Yeah.
I just thought, what a wonderful.
And then you looked at his models and you nearly creamed yourself.
Well, then I became a big fan of CHK for other reasons. And this
I
is
don't
definitely
have
one
a
of them.
LAN, Derek. I was very close to buying one, but I decided not to. It was an awesome figure. It was the one he did that was blue. I don't know if you remember. It was just all blue, and I was super close to buying it. In the end, I decided that if I was going to buy a LAN piece, I wanted it to have some non-metallic metal. So, and I haven't been quick enough on the draw on some of his other ones that he sold. So hopefully soon.
So this one just. Like, when you see all of these international pieces together, this one just punches you straight.
Yeah. It's a straight shot right to the baby maker.
Yep. And I like that.
Yep.
It's just awesome.
Yep.
Tons of different textures. Big fan.
Yeah. I like how much green there is in it.
Yep.
Love a bit of green. All right, what's your next one?
Let's do this one, because this one has a fascinating element to it.
It does, yes. So this is a piece by Will Brightly from the United Kingdom. He's Will Paints on the Instagrams.
And,
This is the box art for this piece, as a matter of fact.
and this blade is about as bright as it is on camera right there. It just blinds you.
It's white, hey?
Yeah, it is. And
But
it's-
I tell you, and the blade is why I bought this piece. It is unbelievable when you look at it in flesh.
yeah, we start with the blade, and then as you go across this piece, it actually gets better and better.
Yeah. And you weren't a fan of this when you saw the picture of me buying it, where you were like,
No, I just was take it or leave it, like and then you pointed out the blade and I said, look, this is a really, really nice element to this, and then once I started to sort of look over it, this is the first one I looked at when we got in today. I started to look over it and I just started to observe these tattoos, and that they're like really, really good, like really clean, bang on lines, well placed, which is maybe not talked about enough with tattoos, is getting your placements right so that it doesn't look stupid. Just loved it. And I like the sort of tealy, well, you might even say it's a bit closer to like a sea
emerald.
green emerald, or even could be convinced that there's some ocean blue in there.
oh, you. The love affair with ocean blue continues.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this piece. Much more in the hand.
People in real life struggle with tattoo placements. Very true.
That is
very
that
true.
is very true.
All right,
So
Will
let's-
Paints.
Will Paints.
Very nice.
We'll do a little Gruber drive-by.
Roman Grubar. Yeah, this is, I think he called it Rose Knight. It's Kyra from Ares Draconia.
I think the word that jumped to both of our tongues the first time that I held this in the hand was technical. It's a technical one. There's a lot of technical elements going on here.
Yeah, he's just very in control of every
Yeah.
element on this.
Yeah, and I think you might have mentioned this on stream, but every one of those scales is dotted and crossed. He's given it an absolute
Yeah,
red hot.
he has.
Let's move that one on. That was just a drive-by, that
Yeah,
one.
I've shown that one off a few
Yeah,
times.
you have.
Very nice.
We had some interesting things to say about this one.
Krzysztof Kobelczyk, Red Ave miniature painter, I believe is his Instagram.
So for this one, just showing you that you can literally go from light to dark, and if you just get it right, it's just going to look awesome.
Looks really good on the black background, actually, this
Yeah.
piece.
Like you get to here, and the transition is quick. You
Yeah,
know,
it's sharpish.
It's just bang. There you
Yeah.
go, we're in.
Yep.
Love it. And this one, again, you get caught up with looking at the skin, but the thing that really got me going, and I'm going to tilt it for a reason this time, I love the hair on this.
Yeah, the hair's nice.
Love the hair. Really soft. Big fan.
Krzysztof Kubelchuk, he does some really incredibly clean stuff.
Yeah.
He's this is probably the smoothest piece that is here.
We're getting to the pointy end now.
Yes,
Yeah.
some of the
So
big ones.
We'll start here, and it's no surprise to anyone who knows me that I am a massive fan of this bus. Massive fan. It's quite an old one now, I believe, but and Benny's having a good giggle. Yeah, Bear Crom, the man, the myth.
The unicorn.
For those that know me, I've painted. I think I painted about 18 or 19 busts. This was the third one that I brought that I painted. Fourth maybe, and I definitely didn't bring it with me for a reason.
Yeah. He's a big boy though, isn't he?
He's huge. He's an undertaking. And I guess the coolest part about this is the fact that at no point, I mean, and obviously a very, very skilled painter, but there's no like moments he looked like he got lost or anything. He's just like bang, 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 bang. This is what I'm doing. Done.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of this.
Little story about this one. So I buy all the models in my collection up. And I'm not fucking buying 5 models a week or anything. I'm buying one every 3 months when I can afford to. But so I want to have a real genuine good reason for buying it.
When Wiz comes through.
Yeah. So this piece is actually one that I sat in a painting class with Rafa in a one-on-one private coaching whilst he painted this. So no one had seen the model when I rocked up. It is one he'd sculpted for his own figure range, and he then painted the box art, teaching me how he did it while I painted a model alongside him. So I got to watch this model from start to finish, and then I got to buy it a few years later, which was really cool. We were talking about the names. We ran over a lot of names, and my suggestion was Tinkerbell, and he was very keen on Tinkerbell for a long time. And in the end, he went with Bear Crom, and I think he's made a fucking terrible decision.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell, Tink.
Yeah, I just yeah, great stuff from. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're going to go this one first.
All right.
But this one's been on stream recently.
On my stream, yeah.
On your stream recently.
Yeah, this is from Natalia Archart.
Pixie. I just probably back up everything you said about this on stream. Like, there's just a lot of stuff happening.
So the reason I bought this one is I wanted to see something very different. How do you do something very different? Because there is no fucking planet that I could paint that.
Look at it on the black background as well. It's just like,
Oh yeah,
boom.
just pops,
Hey, what's up?
punches you in the nuts, that one. Or the genitals. It's probably a more appropriate thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, just whatever bits you
Yeah.
like to have on you.
Punches you somewhere that it doesn't feel real crush on.
Yeah. Until it does. Until you realise what's punching you, and then you're like, "Oh, this is a fantastic model." You know.
Yeah, get amongst it.
Yeah, this is who we are. This
not
is
here to fuck spiders,
this is a Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday, really, isn't it?
We're not here to fuck spiders.
No,
go,
we're not.
Go hard.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
There we go. All right, and then we're going to finish with this one, because this one in the hand is just woo-wee.
Roman Lepart.
Roman Lepart, wise woman. I would very much like to paint this model.
You'll have to find it first. She's hard to find.
Anyone in chat who you know has access to this potentially and is willing to have a chat with me, message me on Twitch, please, or Discord, or wherever.
Send Big Dano Paints a message somewhere,
somewhere.
and I will get you in touch with Bucks if you want to sell this.
Yeah, if you'd like to move on this
I've
beautiful
painted
wise
this.
woman. You have. And someone in chat actually owns your version of this.
Thank you, Ben.
Which is also actually a really nice version, and it was also actually inspired by
Natalia.
Natalia.
Did a little
So-
homage to Natalia.
Yeah. We do like to do a little homage.
Oh yes,
don't we?
I'm quite homage happy.
Yeah, quite partial to an homage.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent. There we go.
All right, might as well go grab that one that we're not really allowed to show. and
Oh,
we'll
we're
just do a
going
real
for
quick
it.
one. So this is just a real quick. I'm not supposed to show this yet. Well, it's been shown in a few places.
You know what, mate? No model has been left behind.
Yeah, okay.
We can't grab everything. And
But
So we're going to start with this one. We're going to warm them up with this
okay,
one.
all right.
We're going to warm you up with this one here. So this one,
I brought this down just so because everyone's like, oh, bring some of your stuff, and I never have room, or I never interested. But I thought I'll bring something down. So
yeah,
I brought this down.
I am a massive fan of this in the hand. Love it. And I love that you restricted yourself to a particular colour palette, like a single colour, and just went for it. Yeah, he's getting claps in the back there. It's right up my alley. Great stuff. Good plinth choice too. I've used a plinth like this. They're quite fun, these ones, aren't they? From our friend Jim. Yeah, great stuff. So, and then we have one more. What I particularly like as well, just quickly, is something that you had sort of taught me with hair is to take it all the way up.
Yeah,
you know,
you got to go.
Yeah.
Seeing that in the hand, you can see what I'm trying to say with the hair. Like it looks like hair because it's got that shine.
Yeah. So if we leave the chat with one message, and it's for anyone who struggles with painting hair, paint brave. Go hard.
Yeah, balls deep.
Yeah. Get that bad boy popping.
Yep.
Or bad girl.
Yep.
Or bad whoever.
Yep. All right. So we'll give you about 10 seconds of this.
This is going to be a quick run. Just a little. Oh, there we go. So take us through this one, mate.
It's a secret squirrel project that is going to be released on Kickstarter very soon.
Done. There you go. You get a full.
You'll be able to buy these figures very soon.
Book.
Probably. You won't get them for like 12 months, but
Indeed.
there you go.
There we go.
Disappear. Cool.
There
All
we
right. Awesome. So that's probably all the models we're going to show off for the day. We will be back to do judging. Yeah, I know he has, but he hasn't shown my fucking painting once, has he? Yeah, he probably fine. So look, we'll just pop the stream off for a little bit, and then we'll be back. We'll have a chin wag to Jim and Riri from Stainvid Miniatures, the major sponsors of the event.
Our dear friends.
Yep. So I will. Did he show my base in his mailing group or something? Did he?
The original applesauce. Says, see you later, fellas.
Good night, mate. Oh, cool. Send me the fucking link for that because I haven't seen that. I love it when people talk about Big Dano. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. All right, friends. We'll be back soon. Just going to switch over to starting soon stream. Thank you.
Did we bust 100 with the?
All right, we're back, friends. Welcome. This is the camera we're looking at in case you're wondering. And we've got Stonebeard Miniatures on display. This is Jim and Rhiannon from Stonebeard Miniatures. Okay, let's go. So, no, look, I just wanted to get you on here and have a little chat about Stonebeard. And firstly say a very big appreciative thanks for assisting us in getting this event off the ground. Would not have happened without your support.
Pleasure. And
the support of Stonebeard. So major sponsor for the event. Yes, Stonebeard Jim has a beard. Shocking, I know. So, why? Why did you decide to start a miniature company in Australia?
I'd say probably, let's say, when was our last CanCon? 2020?
We had one in 2020, yes.
2020?
Yep.
So that was my first CanCon. Came down here and did a painting class with the lovely
Alex
Studio.
Yep, Alex and Marco.
And definitely, like most people, had the background of doing Warhammer and things like that when you're younger. Got bitten by the bug for display miniatures, and I was having a conversation with an Australian painter called Mark Chi.
Mark Chi, he's on the chat. He said you were clean shaven last time you hung out.
Yeah. So I was talking to Mark, and I said, "Oh, Mark, where do we get these from?" "Oh, you get them from overseas." I said, "Oh, does anyone have them here?" Mark's like, "No one stocks all the stuff here." And I thought,
there's an opportunity there.
I think I can
Smells
change
like
that.
opportunity.
Yep. And it's just been. It took a while, kind of. I think it was probably June that year that we said, okay, we're going to get this done, and then it took about 6 months to set everything up, and then come January we started with Radium Miniatures and get in contact with all those guys in Europe, and and it was really just to
So,
grow the community.
low key,
really.
was it so you could have those models available to paint for yourself?
100%.
So why didn't you just say that, mate? Why didn't you just say,
100%.
I wanted to paint all
I
these
just
models
wanted to get
myself?
a good image out there,
Yeah.
you know.
All right.
But
This is a no bullshit stream,
It's no
mate, so
bullshit
tell us the
stream.
truth.
Yeah.
No, fair
But,
enough.
it was. I felt that it was a shame to hear that people in the classes were, oh yeah, I'd like to get that, but you know, like
$17,000
the
shipping to get it here. Yeah.
which isn't the fault of the companies. It's just obviously it's a byproduct of being in Australia. We live so far away. And I just thought that was a real shame because it's like, it's such a good hobby and it would be awesome to get more painters. And you know, obviously getting bitten by the bug at that point in time, like you're so excited to get going. And then I thought, no, I think like it'd be awesome to be part of that change to get that happening. So then,
How much fast talking did you have to do to her to let her get in on it? Like, hi honey, I'd like to spend like 10 grand on products. Is that alright? Can we use that money? Or this will be good.
I don't know. I think we just thought, oh,
Yeah.
we should do it. And Rhiannon's always been really supportive and recently been bitten by the bug, and now she's painting. And,
Yes,
you
I
know,
was you've ruined my next question, mate. You fucking destroyed my next question. Come on, mate.
Where are the notes?
Give me a question. All right, so you're only recently started entering into this world. What are your thoughts?
It's great. It's a great hobby. It's definitely something that it's challenging, but it's really nice to see your progression. You can see
Sense of
yourself
achievement.
getting better.
Yep.
Yeah, even though you look at something and you might think, oh god, that was shit, but then you look at something you did 3 minis ago and you're like, oh, it's actually quite nice. Quite nice to see.
What's your favourite thing you've painted so far? Like, just not necessarily a whole figure, but like what model have you enjoyed the most, or what thing did you do that you painted that you liked the most?
I think I recently did Cozy, which I've done a couple of times now, and I really enjoyed painting that. It was
Cozy from Cribby Tables, available on stonebidminiatures.com.
great mini, one of my favourites. And then I painted an Arthur, and that was really cool because I sort of found a painting style that I really enjoyed. And then just been.
And was that emulating Big Dano's painting style, do you think? Is that what you enjoyed most?
I think it was a loot video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big
it
Dano
was.
paints on Instagram, so check it out.
Purpose of the stream, yes. Yes, it was. Yeah.
No, that's cool. And how many entries have you brought this weekend?
I think I left them at home.
Yeah, left them at home. Piss week effort, really. Jim, how many did you bring?
Look,
One. Give me one.
twist my arm, I'll put something in there.
We're going to get one from Jim. Awesome.
Yeah.
So how's Stone Bid been going? Are you happy with the progress? Are you happy with how the company's developing?
Yeah, it's we've had some very interesting things happen the last year. So we started with 4 companies, you know, like Aradia, Pedro Fernandez, Galapagos
Music Table.
and then it was just kind of, okay, now let's look at something else, and it's been really cool to meet all the guys overseas, and you realise that so many of these companies are just a couple of mates,
Dudes
really
are
good
just
artists.
like, let's
Just
sculpt
like,
some
let's
models
just-
and sell them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really cool.
You'd be surprised how many of the big names that we think about, Chimera, Radio, it's just some dudes.
Just a couple of
Just
guys.
a couple of blokes. Or
Yeah.
And Aquilare models is Garbine and David Aroba.
Yep.
Just chicken a dude who are like, let's sell some fucking models.
Yeah.
Why not?
And it's, I think one of the best things been so far is it got to a point where I think Matteo from Mindwork Games reached out to us first, and that was like a big, that was a really big moment for us.
Yeah.
Because you realise you were suddenly an Australian on the map. This is a
Yeah.
place where we can sell our products.
Yeah, and it was really cool. I've had some great conversations with all of them. We've very recently done our new logo.
It's on display in the background there.
Alexandra from Craftful Studio has been going back and forth with her. She's, I mean, you don't need to say
Yeah,
much
yeah.
about her. She's
Craftful.
an amazing artist,
Amazing
and
concept art.
yeah.
And then we used that to develop the logo, and we had really amazing people work on the logo.
So
Julian
Alex's logo is the painted illustration of that thing, and then we got Moleman and
Moleman and Benny.
Moleman and Benny who created this slightly more graphic design oriented version of the logo.
And they're just wizards. Like
Yeah, they're
Julian and Ben, Julian Durazio. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Julian. And he's just
Dorazio.
Durazio. And he said, oh, I said, oh mate, see what you're doing. He just comes back and I just put this together. What do you think?
This
I'm
is just a rough draft, and then we're like, yep.
Yep, we'll go with that. And then, can you do a banner? Do you mind having a look? And he said, I just put this together. And like,
Yep.
yes, that's really good. I'm all about that. So we're I guess this is probably a cool place to announce further that we're actually going to be doing our first miniature this year.
Oh, very exciting. And I believe you've commissioned Big Dano Paints to do the box art, is that right?
Yeah, look, it's right on the table.
Oh, look, I appreciate the offer, thank you.
Yeah, we've
that's
got
good.
some. We're doing a little collab actually with Craftworld.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
With
Well,
Marco
thanks
and
for that.
Alexandra.
That's fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
So it's going to be a big year. It's going to be.
No, that's exciting.
It's going to
Exciting
be a
times.
great year.
That will be one of the first display miniatures to come out of Australia. We've obviously got Sebastian and Veiled Lamb,
Yep.
and he's done Twisted for a while, but not many other miniature companies in Australia doing display figure stuff. So pretty cool.
And just speaking of Sebastian and the Veiled Lamb, we're actually, as of today,
I can tell you right now that we've already shown this off. While
Oh,
you
you've
were off
shown it
getting
off?
lunch.
Fantastic.
We brought them on and put it on. We were
Yeah.
like, it's a fucking
Fantastic.
rad. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can that be purchased online from today, or is that only the weekend exclusive?
no, when we get back to Sydney, it'll be up on the website.
Wonderful.
The first one.
And what's the proper name of it?
Oh, that's a.
Because I've been calling it Moonface.
We will. I will get the official name. For
Topulus, yes, Jim does ship internationally. Believe it or not, shipping from Australia is actually not that expensive. It's just shipping to Australia that we get punched in the dick hole.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Moonface.
team.
Moonface will be available to buy from Stonebid Miniatures from probably Tuesday, Wednesday somewhere. I'm going to move this because we're missing your head. That's unfortunate, really. You got a far better head than Jim and I. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I've never, seen someone that punches so hard
yeah,
like me.
that's
so
absolutely
I'm
yeah.
there,
If you want to look up batting above your average in the
Yes.
dictionary,
That's fine. I'm
batting
happy-
above your average and actually engaged now. Congratulations!
Yes.
Hey! Well, the first announcement. Hopefully your friends and family know, because they do now.
As of last Saturday, so yes, very recent.
Honey Bunny is here for you, Rhiannon. She said she's here for you. What a wonderful thing.
Who are we? I don't know. Actually,
So this is Honey Bunny. We've got Ben. We've got Topulus, White Wolf Ranger. Crimson Brush is indeed the new comp. It's not Cinnamon Brush, but I like that name better. We might change it for next year.
That sounds like maybe a treat we can sell next
Yeah,
year. It's a
lovely.
cinnamon scroll.
Little
We can do
cinnamon
a
scroll.
brush.
Look at the
I like
cinnamon
that.
brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Mullerman,
Yep.
Azatot's
Julian.
there. Hello,
Julian.
Azatot. Julian. Mark Cheese on here.
Mark Chi, very good, very good.
Yep, plenty
Lovely.
of good friends. So, Mini Mancer,
Very
White
good.
Wolf, yes. So, and how's your stand been going this weekend? You happy with how?
It's
Yep.
been great.
Yep. Our goal was just to set it. This is the first time we've ever set up, and our goal is just to come here. And if we made one sale, we'd be chuffed. And we've had a couple of people come through,
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
it's always good to have a chat to people, and they're like, oh, I haven't painted this before, and it's a good feeling when they come and grab something. And
So, how does someone who can't paint for shit like you actually help someone to get over that hurdle and paint
I
something?
usually refer like, hey, look, there are some people that can paint. They're called this.
Here's
This-
Andy Bucks'
here's- here's
Instagram.
Andy
Go follow Bucks.
Yeah. Here's Benny. Here's Trent. This is their Instagram. Have a look at them. Have a conversation with them. So yeah.
No, that's very exciting. So, you got any favourite models from the ones on display so far?
Cormac's always good.
Yeah,
You
Cormac's
like
always.
Bucks' Cormac?
Cormac, yep.
Yep.
I would say from Bucks, definitely the old, the dwarf there.
Which dwarf?
The old. Where's Bucks gone?
He's somewhere.
I'm spacing on the name at the moment. The one that completed recently.
Oh yeah, that helps.
Yeah,
He's
that
only
one.
completed
Yeah.
all of them in the
he's
last
only got
5 months,
6
mate. So.
It's some of the cars and
There's
cases.
some Daedric armor over there that I got really
Yes.
excited
Oh
about.
yeah, there is Daedric Armor. Yeah, that was done by Christopher Sane.
Yep. And
Was that from a game? Is it?
It's from Skyrim.
Skyrim.
That's,
Cool.
that's Rhiannon's jam. So when she
it?
kind of found that out that there's more 3D prints out there of
It's like I just
Skyrim,
printed it from this website and I was just like,
She's all on
straight
board
away
the
back
8K.
onto the where
You got an 8K printer having coming, haven't you? Or
yeah, on Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
On
Oh,
Tuesday.
awesome.
So that's another thing that we're gonna start
Harold.
doing.
You're talking about Harold?
Yes.
Harold Karadra.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful.
Harold, big fan of Harold. Current K's got some fantastic
Yeah, I love
stuff
the little
over
frog.
there.
The frog guy holding the frog.
Kara's Spiral Mirabilis Mabaris.
Yeah, you could not have butchered that name any better
I'm just
if you
butchering
tried.
all of it. That's fine.
Lucas's
Not the most
sculpt.
literate man in the world. Yes, her conversion on the Squig Rider, fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. stuff.
Jeremy's 75 mil of the Twisted Lancelot.
Yep.
That is
Jared's, but yep, that's good.
Jared. Yep, there we go. Don't know, but that is amazing. I love a good base, and that is. I have to say, I've been lucky to see Buck's, entry into this world. I mean, obviously he's got such a big history.
It's come in hot and heavy, hasn't it?
It's coming hot heavy.
Yeah,
And
he's waving the big schlong about.
mate, none of the photos do it justice, and that's not Buck's fault. Who can take a picture of miniatures? No one. It's impossible.
Maybe
But
Dave.
Dave,
maybe
even
Dave.
I tell you this, and even Dave. So Dave's a wonderful photographer. He's our official Crimson Brush photographer. He'll be here taking photos tomorrow. Even he can't get it looking exactly the same. You see his stuff in the hand, and you're like, "Fuck, this is way better than your photos, man."
It's
So
and getting to see all this together, and you just go, I've seen this picture on Instagram, and then you get it in the hand, and you just go, it's even better.
does it make you inspired or demotivated?
Inspired.
That's good.
100%.
That's good.
Whenever you see something that's amazing, it's a drive, but it's also, I love that, and then that'll spring another idea, and then suddenly you've got a whole idea, a miniature, everything.
I am very, very angry whenever someone says something like, you see a fantastic piece and they post, "Oh, better throw my brushes away, I'll never be that good." Yeah, you won't be with that attitude.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Pull your head in. Go.
It's
Get cracking.
It's funny, the miniature painting is a very weird thing, right? Because you wouldn't have, no one watches a basketball game and watches
LeBron.
or whatever, or Steph Curry
Patty
go
Mills.
and hit 10 threes in a game. They get a basketball. They don't go out and shoot a three and go, "Oh, I missed. Oh, I might as well stop playing."
Yeah, I've given up now.
I've given up. But they know that, of course, I'm not going to shoot like that as a professional player. But for some reason, with painting and hobby, we don't associate it the same. And it's just very odd. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's. I find
It's obviously accessibility. Anyone can pick up a miniature paintbrush and a miniature and start painting. But yeah, it's to be good at anything in life, you have to climb a mountain, right? People only ever see the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
They don't see the climb that it takes to get you there.
Yeah.
And it's all about the climb, mate. Miley Cyrus said it best. It's the climb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Yes, it's a lovely little song, that. Quite a great tune.
There is one thing I always remember. It was from, I think, one of the first streams that I watched of yours, and it was probably on the hitting that topic. You're probably talking about that topic. It's like
I do have a rant about that on occasion.
a little
Yes.
bit. I wouldn't say rant, but
I would.
it might trigger. But that's fine. But it was you have to. I think if you want to, I think you're talking about you wanted to get really good, so you made a conscious. I'm not going to sit down in front of the TV. If I want to get better at this, then I don't do that. I do this instead, kind of thing. And I think and that's the same as anything, right? Like the basketball players or whatever have you. They're
A lot of basketball analogies here, mate. Are you a basketball player or something?
Oh, I do. I like a bit of basketball.
A little bit of
You
a
know what I
dabble.
mean? It's like it's anything. If you want to get better at cooking, you're like, well, I got to cook more. And I
Yep.
think getting just
No,
But-
how good's Uber Eats, eh? Fucking hell. Love that shit.
partial to Guzman Gomez.
Oh,
Bit
partial.
of,
Love
order a
it.
lot of Moto.
Deno bucks are redeemable during the event, yes. What do you want to spend Deno bucks on? Me singing? No, you can't.
Julian.
Yeah, that's Julian. If you want to spend the points, we will make Jim and Rhiannon sing.
No, that's not an
You
option.
don't
Agreed.
want that.
We didn't sign that on the dotted
I
line.
agree. Yeah, they're both wonderfully enthusiastic. Jim Tinkston, mate. No, mate, I'm not singing a song for you, Jim. Calm down. What do you want me to sing? If you say Shannon Noel, we might crack it out. No, I've changed my
Where's
mind.
that picture?
Time's up. Yeah, Noel's here. Here we go. Where's my fucking mouse gone? Oh, my mouse has gone missing. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, official sponsor.
Yeah, cool. So, what's been your vibe about the weekend? Are you happy to be here? You happy about how it's looking?
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
your first CanCon.
This is my first CanCon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's really good.
Yeah.
A lot more people.
Did you expect it to be like this, or what did you expect it to be?
I don't think I've ever really been to a convention like this before, so I don't think I had any idea kind of what it would be like. I didn't realise that there would be all of the
like the board games and all of the other different vendors that are downstairs. So that was really cool to go and have a look at.
So the interesting thing, I was chatting to the convention organiser, which is Tim from CGS. They're about 300% down on their attendance,
Yeah, right.
which is obviously a lot, but at the same time, it might be the other way around. It might be they would like attendance to be 300% more or something. They normally get about 10,000 people through here over the course of the weekend. They're probably only going to get 3 to 5. So, but it's still awesome, right?
Yeah, it's been very busy. Like,
It's
the
cool.
car park's packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went for just a walk like, just when you started the stream, and that 2020 CanCon, that was my first ever CanCon.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, I can't wait for 2021. We're gonna be there.
It's going to be mad. I'm going to fucking go right hard all weekend. Yeah.
But it's really cool.
Yeah.
Love it up here too. It's a good vibe up here.
So once again, just some appreciation. Thanks for all of your website hosting and your really bad updating of our spreadsheet of all purchases.
Yep.
Jim rocks up today. He's like, "G'day, mate. How you going?" I was like, "Yeah, good, mate." And people are rocking up with entries. They're like, "I've paid online," and they've showing me their receipts. And I'm going to look at the website that Jim's updated for me. No fucking thing. So I'm like, I don't know if this person's just made it up or not.
Yeah, well, look, I have to say the last couple of days have been partial to.
So I'm not
just-
real happy. I'm
just
not real
chilling
happy
out,
with your performance, mate.
just chilling
So
out. Yeah, well,
maybe I'll be looking for another major sponsor next year.
that's fair. That's fair.
No, just kidding, mate. You're number one in my books. And yeah, look, it's a bit of a small, close
Yeah.
community affair. We don't really worry too much about doing things properly.
Yeah, there's nothing about Stone Beers. It's not just
Slapdash.
having fun and just going, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? You know, yeah, why not? So
I do teeter on that line. You're right. Okay, wonderful. Well, look, we are going to finish up the stream now. It's 4:55. So we've been going for 2 hours. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you for you jumping on stream. You're both wonderful humans.
for having us.
And friends, we're all back tomorrow for hopefully the live stream of the judging of our entries for this year. So we'll see how we go, but I'm pretty confident we should be able to make it happen in an effective way that will be good viewing and interesting to hear what we say. Maybe. Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, bros.
Thank you very much.
Team Stonebid for life. See you, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.